recent events. Because I mean, as you see in the previous episode, I'm actually going to split this into two parts, but part one, my ship has taken a beating. I mean, this is a Terran Acheron Dreadnought carrier, which is my flagship, my personal flagship, and also the main ship of this series. Also, not to mention that the mirror warship that you saw there when the part one is a PvP combat, is a only PvP combat vessel. Little to no scientific equipment, which this ship at least has some. I mean, at least has like that tiny little deflector dish, that blue little tiny deflector dish. That's supposed to be a light, but we just turn it into a deflector dish because why the hell not? Not to mention that, yes, this ship has taken a massive, big, fat ass beating. We have taken a big ass whooping, and I had to go to a starbase to make sure that my injuries are okay, and I had to double check on my builds and my stats and stuff. And actually, I might have to check it right now. Well, double check it. Oh, I guess I didn't double check it. Like, of course, the ship can resist a lot of damage. Of course, it can resist a lot of damage. And to that case, it can. But for the most part, it didn't. And of course, as for my personal well-being, I am getting better. I am getting better from the accident. Many people are probably asking about what happened to me about the accident. I'm actually doing fine on the accident. So, thank you for asking. And not to mention, I know that some people aren't really going to, you know, talk about it. Since I already like posted on my stories and stuff like that, a lot of explaining. And even here, I had to explain because I mean, not many people who haven't talked to me for a while, even wanted to ask if I'm okay. I am doing a little bit fine. I'm actually healing a lot, able to get back to work and make some money and pay. But of course, yeah, the long story short, this ship has taken a beating. My captain and my crew has taken a beating. And of course, we decided to take a little break to like get repairs done and get people like healed up back in the fight, to be able to finish the story arc. Because after this, then this actually proceeds onto the Terran War, which is still ongoing in 2416 actually. And the Endurance is mainly on the front lines in combat to protect whomever we can, whatever we can, from the Terran Empire, stuff like this. Wesley Crusher doing dumb shit and stuff like that, and we need to prevent him, and at least prevent him from, you know, getting the other, and you know, we have to destroy the Acheron, which is the mirror version of this vessel, and stuff like that. And to that question you might have asked, actually, I don't know. We could be in a mirror version, but the thing is, Adolf Hitler isn't really alive, so that I don't think we are. I'd say that we could be in the Kelvin timeline. All we just need to do is have a Romulan mining ship come to threaten us if it were to be real. But overall, in my perspective, the Endurance has taken a lot of heavy damage. But of course, now that we're in part 2 and we're back in the fight and we're able to continue on the progression of the rest of the story arc, because I mean, now we're going to have to go a little bit backwards into 2416. So of course, the next one, like we'll guess, will be in in a few hours. We're probably going to do the Temporal War again. So I mean, this could be due to repeat of history. This could be due to repeating time. Time is pain. So of course, I guess somebody from the future could like undo all of this and pretty much have us start over again with like a modern crew this time, because I know I did the temp, it was a little bit better. Second one, it was a little bit cringe, and the third time we're gonna do the Battle of Procyon 5, it's gonna be extremely cringe because as an owner of the universe class, they don't last very long. They don't, and it's the same. It has the same ship mechanic like mine. It's a temporal ship, and it has something to do with like bending time and space to their will. But this ship is obviously better because it has a commander seating, which, of course, which is like the ultimate thing. And the Mirror Warship is a combat ship. Reason why is because it has two. Not only this, a commander tactical, but a commander engineering too, which makes it a not only a combat ship, but it's heavily tactical and heavily engineered, which means it cannot be killed. I have tested it on several runs, and so far it has not even died. So, for me, that's too much power, and I don't like that. I mean, if somebody were to threaten me, I can pull that thing out and I can delete them, and they can pretty much cry later on, but for now, this is just my main ship pretty much for every episode. So of course we're going to jump back into the Klingon Civil War, which is supposed to be the Klingon Discord Part 2. So of course we're going to fix that Part 1 title, because of course the ship has taken too much damage, the crew has taken a beating, we are all tired, and most importantly I'm tired of this time traveling bullcrap. So I'm pretty much sure the next part is going to be an interesting part. Oh, hello James. Yeah, next part is going to be an interesting part, which will have us heading to hell. So, let me just, you know, I'm gonna have to do this real quick, because because I'm pretty much sure I'm gonna need a stack on crit, and we're all gonna need it, for our own sakes at least. This 1, 2. And I'm pretty much sure the reason why Grasp B is not in this is for reasons. 1, I adore her. 2, I'm pretty much sure I'm pretty much sure for her storyline, I bring her out on some occasions, but not all occasions. I guess you have that, so I'll just give you this. We're gonna just make sure that all preparations are good before we head back out there and head to where we're going, and it's not gonna be pretty. And I know some of my crew are out of uniform. The current uniform changes are currently in effect, but from what has happened, my crew has taken a massive ass whooping. I'll make sure that will not happen again. I know, I seem to copy Kumarke lines. Who doesn't adore Kumarke? So I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the rest of you, I guess, will have some random weapons for more space. Though I will not cheat and bring that weapon, so we will bring the Terran Emperor's sword. I'm just gonna give you this gun because it's only fair. Okay, so we are ready to go, and we will resume back to where we will pick up to where we left off, which was Laurel's soul is missing, and we need to get it back. We have no idea how to get it back, so we're going to. Well, I guess the captain of the Corps has already found out. I forgot her name. Arepa, I believe. Yes, I believe she has found out a way to actually get her soul back. We have to go to Gretor, and we're gonna have to face some demons. Yeah, so we're basically gonna have to be the Demon Slayer, but in Star Trek. Alright, so let's begin.
The time has come, at last. With the aid of Tenavik and the monks of Boreth, we are ready to take the next step on this strange journey. We are ready to restore the soul of Lorel. Come to the monastery on Boreth as soon as you can. Lady Jula, General Martok, and I will be waiting for you there. What I am about to tell you is unusual. I ask that you hear me out before making any sort of judgment. Tenavik believes that the soul of Lorel was not restored to her clone because... Based on my own research, I am inclined to agree with him. We aren't sure. What I do know is Lady Jula wants to take a spiritual journey to Gretor to liberate the soul of Lorel. Tenavik has assured us that such a journey is possible, and is willing to facilitate the process. While some of us have our doubts, Jula is convinced she must do this, and so here we are. If necessary, yes. She requests that you join her on this journey, however. You and General Martok.
I would like to see if such a thing can be done. If it is possible, Jula will need all the help she can get in a place filled with the worst pieces of Baktag ever to call themselves Klingons. Speaking of Jula, she wanted a word with you once you arrived.
You have arrived. Good. We have a challenging journey ahead of us. Tenavik can explain more about it to you.
It will be a challenge, one that will test your body, mind, and soul. Even the strongest of warriors can fall on such a journey. It is not a path to be traveled lightly.
The future of the Empire is at stake. Lorel can guide us to victory over Jempak. For that, I will do what must be done, even if I have to destroy Fekla himself.
To enter Gretor, you'll need to be on the precipice of death. The fumes of this incense will allow you to enter a death-like comatose state. That is when your journey will begin. Aditpa and I will monitor your bodies from here.
This does not seem like Grethor.
This is not Grethor. This is Koth.
The Void. Why are we here?
Perhaps we are here because our fates are not yet decided.
But the ritual... Wait. Something approaches from the mists.
What brings you to a place where neither honor nor dishonor reigns? I do not know you. You, I know from tales of the past. Jo'ula, sister of Tukuvma, the matriarch of House Mokai. But you, General Martok, I will never forget you. Why are you here? I must admit, I am surprised to see you here, Martok. Did your friends in the Federation finally convince you to do something less than honorable before you died? Was it Cisco? Or was it your good friend Worf, the treacherous son of Moog?
Who are you, Pratak? And why are you... Wait. Those eyes. I have seen such eyes before.
Yes, you have. For this is Gowron, son of Morel, son of Akar. And to answer your question, I am not dead yet, Gowron. My allies and I are merely passing through.
Passing through, are you? There are but two destinations you can reach from Koth, and I'll wager you're not traveling to Stovokor. You mentioned my ancestor, Akar. He served House Mokai during the war with the Federation. Does your little journey have something to do with him?
It does not. Though I suspect his treachery is the reason you are here now, Gowron. After all, the dishonor of the father also dishonors his sons and their sons for 3 generations.
You are many things, Martok, but a liar is not one of them. If I had any doubt of that, I would kill you where you stand for insulting the honor of my grandfather. So... not the fate I had expected.
Indeed. Grethor, our destination. You said it could be reached from here. Do you know the way?
I do. I can guide you there if you wish it.
Wait. The Gowron I knew would not aid anyone if it did not benefit him in some way. What scheme are you hiding behind this sudden act of benevolence?
Look around you, Martok. There is little to do in this place but brood and despair. I'm taking you there for my amusement. And perhaps there may be a way out of this place. If there is, I would find it. Even if I have to march at your side to do so. Does that satisfy you? Or shall we stand here for eternity and ponder my motivations? This is the barge of the dead, laden with souls bound for life. You want to announce yourself to Kotar. It is unwise to vex the ferryman.
legends of the ferryman are true. You are Kortar, the first Klingon, slayer of gods.
I am. And you are Jaula, kinswoman of Takufma, matriarch of your house. It is not your time. You should not be here. Explain yourself.
My allies and I seek the soul of another. One who should be in Stovall, but now dwells in Grethel.
It is not your time. Lorel. I know no Lorel. But I know you, Jaula. You left me to die in a Starfleet prison. Oh, you rescued your pet, a car. But not a lonely Beck, trapped in his cell. And during your raid, an explosion exposed myself to the cold void of space. And so I died, dishonored. Begone! I have nothing more to say to you.
That was no way for a warrior to die. It is a fate I narrowly avoided several times myself. Come, let us see what the others know.
Lorel, here? Kayah! I may be a coward, but you are an idiot. Everyone knows that Lorel is in Stovall. As for you, you will have an eternity in Grethor to find wisdom, fool. But the lessons that await you will not be pleasant.
Mind your tongue, or I will throw you overboard and feed you to the Koskari. Lady Jaula, this is getting us nowhere. Perhaps a more direct approach is in order.
Out of respect for the ferryman, I will refrain from such measures until they are necessary. Come, let us see if one of the others has something besides rage or the bluster of a coward to offer us.
Lady Jaula and General Martok, the architects of my downfall. My house swore allegiance to you, but I saw no crusade against Jempak, but the folly it was. I refused your call to arms at Gorath, and for that, my first officer killed me and took my place as captain. I shall enjoy watching the two of you suffer for the rest of time.
You dishonored your house and your crew. You forgot what it meant to be Klingon, Captain. And now, you go to pay the price for that. Step away from me now, or your suffering will begin before you walk through the gates of Grethor.
Wait your turn. I shall have my vengeance before all others. I do not know who sent you here, Julia, and I do not care. My wish for vengeance has been granted, and I will stain the dirt of this march with your blood.
Fight! Fight!
Enough! So some decent combat here.
for now. Do not think you will rest easy once we reach Grethor. I will find you, and I will have my revenge. This I swear.
Bold words, but I think you'll find that Feklar has plans for you, as he does for all traitors. We're done here. Leave this wretch to his fate.
The glory of combat, brief as it was. It felt good to engage in battle once more. To be Klingon.
So, there is still something within you that knows what it means to be a warrior. You were the Gowron of old, before the Chancellorship changed you, as it did me, as it did Jempak. And perhaps Laurel.
Interesting. You became Chancellor after I fell in battle? Tell me you killed Worf to do so. Oh, that would have been glorious!
I did not. Worf still lives, and serves the Empire to this day. I hope you can handle such a disappointment, Galron.
Let us ask the ferryman how much longer it will be until we get to Grethor.
You fight with purpose, Ja'ula. Honor to you and your house. I think we shall not meet again, and that gladdens my heart. It will be some time before we arrive at Grethor. Tell me of the soul you seek. I would know your story, so I can sing it to the dishonored, to remind them of who they were, of who they could still become.
I seek Laurel. She was once called Mother, a great warrior leading the Empire. I would liberate her soul. I strive to remove a tyrant from the Emperor's throne, and her council will help me to do so. This is why I journey to the halls of Grethor, ferryman. For the Empire, no risk is too great.
I have seen her. Once, she stood not far from where you stand now. She did not speak. She did not have to. But I saw in her the same pain that I carry in my heart. You can find her in Grethor, if the denizens do not end you first. But finding her and liberating her from that wretched place are two different battles. May you find success in both. That is not my tale to tell. Find Laurel, make her story and yours as one, and fight with all your conviction. Then, and only then, may you find a way out of Grethor, for yourself and for Laurel.
So there is a way out of Grethor. Tell me, ferryman, how can I find my way in? The gates are locked to me. My path out of Koth has been blocked by the dishonor of my ancestor. I can enter Grethor, I can find the liberation that Jaula and her allies seek for Lorel. Speak! Tell me what I wish to know!
I will tell you only this. Your story has not ended, Gowron, son of Marel. The scales can be shifted yet, for good or for ill. Now, leave me to my duty. I will call upon you when we draw near to Grethor. Until then, know your place. Do not forget that I am master of this vessel. It is unwise to test my authority here. We have arrived. I will wait for you and your allies here, Jakula. Should you succeed, return to me here, and I will ensure your song does not end in Grethor.
You honor us, Kota, first of the Klingons. We will not keep you waiting long. So it does. Prepare for battle. Our greatest challenge awaits.
You will find no one to block your entrance at the gates of Grethor, warriors. Getting out, that will be the challenge.
Gowron, a pity you cannot join us. I suspect you would find more entertainment past those gates, in the depths of Grethor itself.
I do not doubt that. Soon Fekla will know the frustration of dealing with a Klingon too stubborn to die. Glory to you and your house. Fight with honor, and if necessary, I will. Kapla!
The time has come. Go now, warriors. Your destiny lies beyond those gates. We shall see. The halls of Grethor have crushed many a soul. I hope yours do not join their ranks. As for you, Gowron, I would have words with you before we depart.
Look at these pathetic wretches, reporting for damnation like it were duty.
There are the gates. Let us see if entering Grethor is as easy as Kortar said.
It's going to be like searching for a cloaked ship in the briar patch.
We do not seek a mundane soul, General. Few Klingons do not know of Lorel. I do not think a warrior of her caliber would go unnoticed, especially in a place like this. Come, let us speak to others here. It should not take long to find Lorel.
More newcomers. This place, oh, it stinks. It's loud and teeming with demons. That said, at least it's warm. Unlike Rura Pente, where I froze to death in the cellar. I suppose that is better than filling the belly of a jackal mastiff.
We are looking for Lorel. Have you seen her?
Can't say I have. Sorry. Don't make that face at me. See that man atop the stairs? The one surrounded by she-demons? He's called Kuta. Seems to be a player in here. You might ask him about Lorel.
It's easy. You see what souls to devour. No, not. No, not my soul, you insufferable harpy! Behold, newcomers are these. Come forth, travelers! Let us get to know one another.
Listen closely, Batak. We seek Lorel. Have you seen her? Speak now, before I feed to your charming friends.
You wouldn't. Wait. Would? I can see it in your eyes. I have not seen this. Lorel. The Fort. You need to talk to Fort. If there's anyone who knows about this, it's her. Please don't feed me to the she-demons.
Fort must be further in. Let us head through these doors and look for them.
Kutep sent you? Impressive. I sent my she-demons down to eat him. The silver-tongued bastard must have talked his way out of their bellies. Never mind that. Why are you bothering me, exactly? Someone who looks a lot like Lorel has been seen around. Quiet type. Keeps to herself. That's not an easy thing to do around here. Someone like her could pull it off, I suppose.
Indeed. Where can we find her?
Ask Lothar. I run my little corner of things, and that's all. She's elsewhere. And for that, you need to talk to Lothar. Unless you want to take it up with Veklar, of course.
The newcomers with so many questions have made their way to me at last. Allow me to welcome you to the Hall of Treachery. A tragic name, really. We aren't all bad here. Newcomers are quite popular, you know. You've been watched since you set foot past the gate. Can you blame us? We enjoy such amusement whenever we can interrupt. But enough of that. You have questions, yes? Ask away.
If you've been watching us, you know why we're here. Laurel. Does she dwell within your domain or not?
Come, subject. Yes, I know who you are. The great and terrible Martok, Butcher of Zencat 3, the one I doom, and so forth. Your reputation precedes you. All of you.
Enough. You still haven't answered his question, Nova. Tell us where we can find Laurel, and you'll never see us again.
Well, this is embarrassing. But I'm afraid I lost Laurel against Pope. Do you know it? Human game. Very popular here. I lost Laurel to Morgan. If you're interested in her, you'll have to deal with him. Good at cards.
What? Laurel? I don't know her. There must be some sort of mistake. Gambler? No, no. This is Lothar's work. I'm sorry. You've been played. We've all been played. And now we're gonna suffer for it. Sorry.
I told you on the barge that vengeance would be mine. What I meant would be the end would be ours. You're the finally run out, Bartok.
Try to die well, Jahula.
I was wondering when they'd make their move. Now I know.
I count 5 of them. Have they added another to their ranks?
Think the 5th arrival is on our side.
It's almost poetic, traitor. Two down, 2 to go. Prepare to meet your end!
you have found it. We need to Jaula, sister of Tupuvma, I know your story well. How you rose to power in House Mokai, your conflict with your brother, and your bold crusade against the Federation during the war. Even after my death, I heard tales of your exploits. You have made and ended a great many enemies. Many of them now dwell within these halls. I know why these souls are here. What I do not know is why you are here. It is not your time.
If you have heard of my exploits, you know of my clash with the tyrant Jempak. Once he held the office you brought honor to, but it was not enough to sate his lust for power. Now, he calls himself Emperor, and has shattered the great work of my brother. The empire you led with honor is now divided, on the verge of collapse. I am here because I want to restore you to the realm of the living, to help me save it.
Your brother often spoke of your boldness. I suspect he might have understated it somewhat. What you seek is not impossible, but I question the need for such a thing. Why seek to restore me from the dead when another former Chancellor still breathes? Of what use am I when General Martok, a warrior fit to wield the sword of Kalish, stands at your side?
It appears you've heard of my exploits as well, Chancellor. I am honored.
As you should be, General. You have served the Empire with honor. And yet, you are reluctant to reclaim the office you once held. Why else would you be here now? I do not blame you. I know too well of the great burden that office brings, and the terrible sacrifices it often demands. Word travels fast here. Your enemies will be on the move. If you do not return to the realm of the living soon, they will strike. Even the greatest warriors can die here. You should leave, while you are still able to do so.
Join us. Together, we can liberate you from this place and restore you to life, as Kalis once was.
No, I cannot leave this place. It is a matter of honor. Once, I dwelled in Stovokor among the honored dead. But Vok, my greatest love, was denied entry. He was denied an honorable death, and thus his soul was sent to Grethor. I could not bear that. And so, I came here and bargained with Feklar for his release. In exchange for Voke's freedom, I offered to take his place. As you can see, my offer was accepted. This is why I cannot leave. Oath to eternal suffering in Gretor. You have traveled here in vain, Ja'ula. I cannot help you.
No, I saw it. The crystal showed me the future, and you are a part of it. If you could strike a bargain with the Master of Grethor, so can I. I will find Feklar and secure your freedom, or die trying.
I have seen such determination before, in the eyes of your honored brother. So be it. I will take you to Feklar. There we shall see how strong your resolve truly is. The stairs beyond those doors lead to Feklar's home.
Feklar. This ought to be interesting.
The guards do not seem to be opposed to our passage.
They aren't here to keep us away from Feklar. They're here to keep us from escaping.
Lord Feklar, I come before you to bargain for the soul of Lorel. I would liberate her from these halls.
Such impudence. You think you are worthy of commerce with me? My good lady, I am inclined to disagree. Violently.
The ferryman killed many of guards by himself. Together, we should be able to finish off
Watch out! He's called in tormented souls to fight us as well!
Our
Lord Vekla, this should not be Gowron's fate. I will deliver the soul that belongs here. His treacherous ancestor, Akar.
Unacceptable! Grithor is filled with souls such as Akar's. You have to sweeten the deal.
Very well. I shall deliver the souls of Akar and Jempak.
That is more like it. I accept your generous offer. Deliver those souls to me, and Gowron shall be free as well. And now, I give you leave to go. Be gone.
I've dealt with Ferengi, no less treacherous than Vekla.
Be ready. Every soul that has been us has
Let them come. If they want to die again, I'm happy to oblige them.
Be mindful of their number and their treachery. Quickly! Open the front gates! Cortal is waiting for us on the far.
That's not the only thing waiting for us on the other side. Get ready to fight!
There's the barge. Hurry!
They have fire-breathing cars.
Have to say anchor. We are leaving. Hurry.
Welcome back to the world of the living, and not a moment too soon. A few minutes ago, sensors detected energy signatures overboard. Fekiri portals. They're sending vessels through as we speak. Has her soul been liberated? Was your mission a success?
She was right beside us, fighting the whole way. Did she make it to the barge?
She did. I made sure of it. Check her vitals. Give me a medical update now!
She is restored, reborn. Welcome home, Mother.
Her life signs are strong. Reading brain activity. Yes! You did it! Laurel has returned safe and sound. Kapla! Right. 3 portals in total. Fekiri vessels are emerging from them as we speak. You're holding position for now, but we are heavily outnumbered.
Laurel's presence may be a coincidence. Since their return to our space, the Fakiri have made numerous assaults on Vareth. Until now, those attacks were repelled by the KDF. And now, with the Empire in a state of disarray, the defense presence here is minimal. The Fakiri saw weakness, and they seized the initiative. This time, they may succeed where they have failed so many times before. Indeed, if the Fakiri want to fight, they came to the right place. I will fight to the end if I must, for today is a good day to die.
Well said, Martin. I stand ready for that as well. It will be an honor to defend this sacred place at your side.
You risked all to restore me to life. Honor demands that I fight alongside you, and I do so gladly.
So be it. We will make our stand here. Let it be known that we never forgot what it means to be Klingon. I will need to go with one of you, however. After the loss of the Lucara, I have no vessel to command in battle.
I believe I can be of assistance there, Lady Jaula. The monks of Borith are not entirely without resources after all. Yes, but we will need some time to prepare. Do what you can to hold the line until then. Lady Jaula, Mother, please come with me.
Fakiri portal count remains at 3. Reading multiple enemy vessels in the system, we're outnumbered at least 3 to 1.
Our first priority should be closing those portals. Until they're gone, our Fakiri problem could continue to grow.
I'm reading heavy fluctuations in their graviton fields. At the moment, they appear to be unstable, but they could stabilize over time. Until then, it is a weakness we can exploit. Weapons fire, especially torpedoes, will eventually destabilize a portal's integrity to the point of collapse. Firing a heavy barrage at each portal should do the trick nicely.
We need to punch through the ships guarding the portals before reinforcements arrive.
It won't take much to collapse the portals. Take them out as soon as
Lorel of House de Kuzma, join me! Fight now! For the Empire! Kapla!
Victory is ours! Together, we have protected Boreth from our enemies, and returned she who was called Mother to the Empire!
Truly a glorious battle, my lady. The Fakiri will think twice before launching an attack here anytime soon.
Even so, things got too close for my liking. For a time, it seemed like there were more Fakiri in space than stars. Thankfully, the monks had that well-preserved surprise up their sleeves. Just where did you find that relic, Tenavik?
We have kept it here since my mother's time. Once it served as her flagship. We preserved it as a reminder of a Klingon golden age. We knew one day it would be needed
I'm
again,
picking up a ship
and
entering
it
the
seems
system
that
of high warp.
time has come at last.
My differences with you can wait, Jaula. I will not let Boreth fall!
Indeed. Though I yearn to command the Katinga once more, it has been far too long since I have done so. Space warfare has changed considerably since my time. Until I have reacclimated myself to this era, I can think of no better warrior to command this vessel than Lady Jaula of House Mokai.
Reading another
May you
ship
lead
entering the
this vessel
system.
and her crew
It's one of ours.
glory.
Death to the Vakiri! Send them screaming back to Grethar!
You honor me, Laurel. Computer, note the transfer of command in the record of battle. For many, the Lucara was a symbol of division. May the Katinga serve as a symbol of unity, as my brother's vessel
Another
once
inbound
did.
KDF vessel. We can
Let
win
the
this!
honored few who came to Boreth's aid
Target
go
the nearest
down to
Vakiri
every
vessel
corner
and
of the
destroy it.
Empire.
Come
Tell
on!
everyone you meet what happened here today. Tell them that you were at Boreth when Laurel returned. Tell them how we all fought and sent the Fakiri back to Grethar! There is much to be done. We have an empire to restore and a tyrant to depose. But now is not the time for such things. Now is the time to honor our great victories. Tonight, we celebrate, for tomorrow we may die. Kapla!
Now that Lorel has been restored, she will be able to counsel Lady Jaula on a great many things. Though I have great respect for Jaula, there are always lessons to be learned as a leader in the Klingon Empire. And, in such matters, there is no better teacher than Lorel. Yes, with Lorel at her side, I believe Lady Jaula can lead our house to victory over Jempok and restore our shattered empire to glory. That battle lies ahead of us, however. When the time comes, be ready to answer the call to arms.
The time has come. Join us in the Boreth system. We are preparing to make our next move against the forces of the so-called Emperor and his dishonorable lackeys. Soon we will rally those who would end this destructive conflict and restore the Empire. The journey lies ahead. All that remains is to take the first step.
Ah, you have arrived. Good. Perhaps you can succeed where I have not. The problem is that we cannot decide on our next move. Getting a spy, a warrior, a politician, and a general to agree on anything is a difficult challenge. When all those people are Klingons, it becomes a challenge worthy of Kahless himself. Speak with the others, see what they have in mind. Your fresh perspective may find a path forward, if such a thing exists.
I have received word that systems controlled by House Korath are being attacked by forces loyal to Jempok. They are being punished for their refusal to bend the knee. Our intel suggests that Akar's virus has been used to render their starships defenseless in several battles. I believe we can forge an alliance with them by providing the countermeasures to the virus. This will give their forces a chance to fight as warriors rather than die without honor in the cold darkness of space.
The others believe we should curry favor with the strongest houses that stand against Jempok. It is not a position I agree with. The strong houses will resent any aid from us. They will take it as an offense, a question of their honor and their prowess as warriors. Smaller houses in need will be more pragmatic. They will accept our aid and become loyal allies when called upon. I believe we should prove our strength by helping those who need it most. In doing so, we will earn respect from the stronger houses, rather than resentment.
My mind often returns to the disaster at Kuvat. Though it was Akar who gave the order to fire on the planet, it happened on my ship. I want to remove the dishonor of that treacherous attack on the world of my mother's birth. There are reports of new mycelial rifts opening in the Kuvat system. Corrupted Alachi have launched several attacks in retaliation for previous attacks of aggression against them. It seems another one of my sins has returned to haunt me. I would go to Kavat and aid their forces against the Alachi.
You see, I think that's why we have yet to agree on a plan. Each of us has a bold, challenging goal in mind. I proposed that we go to Kronos and put a batleth into Jimpok's skull. After issuing a formal challenge for the right to lead, of course. As glorious as that would be, it was decided the level of security surrounding the Emperor would be more than even we could handle. That, and the matter of his dishonorable solution to the last fight we had over the Chancellor's seat. Ah!
Indeed. I would hear your reasoning for this decision. That may be true, but what of Kuvat? Do we abandon the people there to the Alachi? Yes. A warrior who enters a battle unprepared is a warrior destined to fail. You are correct. With more forces at our side, we will be able to face the Alachi and aid the people of Kuvat.
I do not disagree. And I believe I know the perfect candidate for this operation. House Kang. After the death of Dahar Master Kang, the house lost a great deal of influence. It has been in a slow but steady state of decline ever since. They have been seeking a way to restore glory to their house for some time now. Their most recent attempt ended poorly. When Jimpok declared himself emperor, House Kang was preparing to stage a coup. Unfortunately, spies discovered their plan and informed Jimpok. Imperial security captured most of the leadership of House Kang, and they are on their way to Rura Pente as we speak.
Jimpok threw me into a prison once. He wanted me to suffer and die without honor. I will not let that happen to the warriors of House Kang. I do. I think we should raid that system and liberate the House Kang warriors being held there. I will lead our ground forces on these raids. I knew Dahar Master Kang, and I know many of the current leaders of his house. They will be quicker to trust a familiar face.
While we conduct the raids, I want the crews of the Core and Rotaran to seek more allies and conduct reconnaissance. We must be prepared for future battles after this one. Now, let us show the Great Houses our strength. Kapla! They're holding General Kanal of House Kang on one of these prison stations, along with many of his loyal warriors. The stations are rigged with sensor jammers, so we'll have to find Kanal and his forces the hard way.
I'll be leading the boarding parties to search for Kanal, starting with Station Alpha. We'll beam over from your ship once you've disabled the station's defenses. Ah, and then things will get interesting. I do not expect the prison guards to give up their prize easily. Boarding party transport complete. We are engaging the enemy.
Incoming fleet on center. Prepare for combat!
This is Mark. completed our search of the station, but Kanal was nowhere to be found. We did find some of his troops. Several of them told me that Kanal was taken to Station Gamma for interrogation. Indeed, we have some new allies to join in the fight. Kanal's warriors are eager to help us, and I'm inclined to let them. Good. We're ready for the next jailbreak. Come and get us. They'll be waiting for us on Station Gamma. Let's not disappoint them.
A leader who thinks of those who serve, as well as the Empire. Warriors follow his power.
Station Gamma is detected.
This is Martok. Resistance is stronger than anticipated. We need reinforcements immediately.
I'm picking up incoming warp signatures. Enemy forces are inbound to our position. Here they come. Looks like a Nausicaan mercenary fleet.
The station is secure, but Kanal is not here. In fact, no one from House Kang is here. Mostly dregs bound for a dishonorable death on that ice ball down there.
Possibly. I found an old friend of ours locked up over here. That annoying Ferengi who sold us out to Jim Puck back on Nimbus 3. He says he has information, but he'll only speak to you about it.
We meet again, Nemesis. After an unfortunate misunderstanding between myself and the Klingons, I find myself bound for the frozen depths of Rura Pente. They didn't even give me a trial. But my fortunes could be about to change. I know where your famous general is. Since we lack the time for a proper series of negotiations, I'll make it simple for you. Get me out of here, alive, and I will tell you where he is. Leave me here to my cruel, frozen fate, and you'll never find him. But you... we have a deal. Even a prison cell on Kronos is better than that frozen nightmare below. I'd be standing before the blessed exchequer within a week. My ledgers are not ready for the final audit. One of the prisoners here put a shiv in his back to score points. He should be dead, but the word is Emperor Jempak made it clear he was not to die a warrior's death. Unfortunately, the surgeon here is an incompetent drunk, so they took Kanal to Beta Station for medical treatment over there. Check the sickbay logs under snacks and libations if you don't believe me.
It appears the little Capex is telling the truth. Pity. I was looking forward to dangling him by his ears from an airlock until he talked. Very well. I'll bring him along and throw him by the ears into your brig. Enough of this. We're ready to beam out when you are.
Quickly! Kanal has survived one attack. He may not survive another.
vessel close. It's a dreadnought! Stand by for track.
That dreadnought's arrival worked in our favor. The guards were distracted by your glorious battle, and Kanal used the opportunity to stage a riot. By the time we got here, most of the fighting was over. Indeed, Kanal is still in one piece, and we're all ready to leave this place.
Lady Joula and Laurel, you honor us, Mother. House Kang will not forget your actions today. Well said. Jempok sending my troops and I to die in prison is cause enough for us to rally to your banner. But no Klingon would turn their backs on a campaign to save our glorious empire. Give the call to arms, and House Kang will answer.
Come on, General. You will not have to wait long to heed such a call to glory. We are receiving an incoming transmission from a dead Pa.
House Korath is under attack once more. This time in the Forca system. A number of their ships have been disabled by Akar's virus and left to die in the void. He is sending a message. Stand against the Emperor and face a dishonorable death. Indeed. But this is a game we can win. If we move quickly, we can reach Forcas before those vessels break down and explode. We can give them the countermeasures they need to survive.
I will not stand by and do nothing when we have the means to save those warriors. Adet Pa, we will meet you in the Forca system. Be prepared to render assistance to the Korath vessels.
From what I can tell, Akar has infected these ships with a virus similar to the one he used to destroy the Lucara. It renders them defenseless and unable to move, while every critical system begins to break down and fail. Eventually, the systems regulating their antimatter containment fields will fail. I think you know what happens after that. Yes, I have started to modify the countermeasures we have used before when dealing with Akar's little tricks. They should be ready by the time we reach those vessels.
Remain vigilant as we approach those vessels. I have studied recent records of battle. Akar has used remotely controlled ships as bombs before.
Enemy ships inbound, on an attack vector. Countermeasures are ready. Use them to restore the Korath vessels.
I do not know how, and I do not care. My ship is ready for battle once more. Yes, and Jempok's loyalties may return as well. This time, their cowardly tricks will not work. I thought Admiral Dever to be an honorable warrior, but he is just as treacherous as his Emperor. Bah! If he shows his face again, I will make it uglier for him! It's him! Admiral Dever!
Reading a containment field collapse on one of the Korak vessels. We were too late for most of them. Some escape pods were able to reach a safe distance before the end. One vessel remains.
They're doing what they can against the virus. We have some time before their core systems reach a critical state.
Do not abandon the warriors in escape pods. You have time. Rescue them, so they may fight on as warriors. Right now, you need to save the ones who need your help the most.
Very well. Prepare to conduct rescue operations.
An enemy force just dropped out of war.
Target's shield has failed.
That's the last of them. It's time to restore the last Korath vessel.
I am Katrak, son of Gatral. I lead the forces of House Korath in this system. Your assistance is appreciated, but the battle isn't over yet. Admiral Dever will not give up so easily. When he said he would return, he meant it, and he will come with reinforcements. I will not allow him to take this system. Now that you have restored our ships, we will make our stand here.
Captain, while I appreciate your courage, you must realize your forces are in no shape to engage Dever. Such a battle is unwise. You should withdraw.
Dever is powerful, but he is not invincible. My ship may be damaged, but even a dreadnought can't survive the explosion from a warp core breach at point-blank range. I am prepared to deliver that fatal blow.
It is his duty to defend this system by any means necessary. He wishes to lead his forces to victory as a warrior born. You could leave him to his fate. Without our ships, his fleet will probably lose the battle. With our aid, however, victory could be found, along with a new ally.
I understand. Your counsel is appreciated, Laurel, even if the lesson you teach is a bitter one. Captain Gatrak, we will remain in the system and fight by your side, to the end.
Very well. Honor to you and your house, matriarch. Today we will rid the stars of Dever and his lackeys. Comply!
Attention, enemy forces! Out of respect for your courage, I offer you the chance to quit this system and surrender it to the authority of Emperor Jempak. Remain, and I shall give you the honor of a warrior's death.
songs of glory and victory. Our thanks. Without your strength, we would have been defeated. Indeed. But now, the Vernus fleet were critical to Gempok's plan for this sector. Without them, House Korath will be able to maintain control here. Agreed. With the loss of Gatrak, I am now in command of our forces here. Know that you can rely on us when the time comes. Until then, we will await your call to glorious battle. Kapla!
It is not good news. New rifts are opening, and the Alachi are sending fleets to attack from them. I failed the people of Kuvat once. I will not fail them again. Inform our allies and ask them to assemble at Kuvat. We will meet at Martok's coordinates. Together, we can defeat the Alachi and save the people of Kuvat. There are still a few ships defending the system, but they are outnumbered by the enemy. Martok is here, but where are our allies? Why did they not answer the call to arms?
Have patience! The warriors of House Kang had to return to their vessels. House Korath's fleet was decimated by Akar's virus. Yes, but they will respond, for they are Klingon. They gave their word, and they will honor it. It falls to us to hold the line and keep the Alache at bay until they arrive. Kapla!
I know your face. You are Ja'ula of House Mokai. Your craven weapon scarred Kuvat and killed many Klingons. Why are you here? Do you come to atone for your crimes?
In a way, yes. I have come to defend the birth world of my mother from these attacks. My allies and I pledge to stop the Alachi and seal these rifts forever.
And how am I to know that this is not more of your Mokai treachery? Honeyed words meant to deceive and ensnare before the killing blow?
You have my word of honor, warrior. Mine and the word of General Martok. I trust that will be sufficient.
I have heard that you walked among us once again, Laurel. It pleases me to see the rumors are true. If you and Martok are willing to fight at Ja'ula's side, I will do so as well. Now, you say you come to help with these rifts. There is one nearby. Show us that your word has value here, Ja'ula. Close the rift now.
Two more rifts have opened nearby! a new rift opening, much larger than before.
We must investigate it at once.
This new rift is a lot larger and more powerful than any we have seen so far. Are we going to be able to close it? Well, out with it! Can we close it or not?
They do. I am reading 2 signals from the other side of the rift. One is using a heavily encrypted Alachi code. The other is using code unique to House Mokai. I believe someone has acquired some of the Mokai tech from our earlier incursions into the mycelial realm and modified it. They are using it to create these rifts. I have tried several times. The command systems are not recognizing the orders.
We will not be able to do much more from here. The solution to this problem lies within the mycelial network. You and I will lead a team into the mycelial network and attempt to contact our allies there. Perhaps the Jasep or the liberated Alachi can assist us. Failing that, we will need to find a solution to the problem ourselves within the network.
Bringing a resolution to this conflict with the Alachi will be difficult, Ja'ula. But I believe you will find a way to do so. Go now. We will wait for you here and defend Kovat from any further attacks. Kapla!
This is what it was like before, when my forces attacked. I was a fool, blind with rage. I am not proud of this. Then, the task to restore order fell upon your shoulders. Now, that responsibility belongs to me. I am reading several Alachi life signs nearby. They appear to be in an agitated state. I doubt they will be willing or able to help us. Get ready to fight! I am also picking up an Alachi communication relay on the tricorder. Perhaps we can use it to send a message to our allies within the mycelial realm. Ilachi! They were waiting to attack! Look there. Those lights. Those are the filaments used for transport here, yes? They connect different parts of the mycelial realm. We should be able to use this to reach the next island and continue our search for the comms relay. The communication relay lies ahead. If my readings are accurate, we can use it to trigger a signal. Something that our allies among the liberated Alachi will notice. Let us continue onward. We may find a stronger relay station deeper within the realm. Do you see it? Another Ilachi comms relay just ahead. Perhaps we can use it to boost our signal and make contact with the liberated Ilachi. Look out! More Ilachi are attacking! Corrupted like the others.
Jolan True, my friend. You are fortunate. I received your last transmission. I see that you travel with the criminal, Ja'ula. This is most unusual. Please, explain yourself.
If you do not trust me, Ilachi, trust in your friend's judgment. I am here to help. We believe there are others using modified versions of my tech to create a massive rift. Our attempts to shut it down have not been successful. Perhaps, by working together, we can close the rift and put an end to the spread of corruption here.
This would explain why our efforts to neutralize the corruption have failed. We did not have the information on your tech we needed. Ja'ula, if you give me your word of honor, I will assist your realm once more.
I give you my word of honor as a Klingon warrior and the leader of my house. We will fight at your side and work together to make things right in this place.
Very well. We must move quickly. The corrupted ones have sent a fleet of considerable strength through it to attack your realm. and are preparing more vessels to strike. There is a device nearby that we can use to destabilize the rift. Come, I will show you the way. A shaper lies ahead. It is a device that uses spore mist to alter the terrain and the environment. We can reconfigure this device to release a wave of energized spore mist. The wave will cleanse the corruption from the mycelium as it flows throughout the realm. It will begin to destabilize, eventually reaching a point where it can be closed. Be advised. The corrupted ones are using the Shaper to maintain the rift. They will defend it to the death. Good. We can now use the Shaper to undo the madness of the corrupted ones. Yes, myself and Jaula. She will deal with her tech, while I deal with that of the corrupted ones. Working together, we can enable the reconfiguration process and destabilize the rift. Remain vigilant, for the corrupted ones will return, and in force. You must defend us while we reconfigure the Shaper. rift is beginning to destabilize. I will return with you to your realm. Very well. Let us return to your ship now.
Kavan, I see your efforts were successful. Adetpa tells me we will be able to close the rift soon. Very well. Until that time comes, we must defend Kuvat and face the Alachi in battle. We have detected several Klingon vessels on long-range sensors. They are approaching at high warp, but we do not know if they are friends or foes.
Destabilized to a point where it can be closed from this side. I recommend haste. The corrupted ones have a large fleet moving to exit the rift as we speak.
Watch out! An Alachi fleet made it out before the rift closed!
Victory is ours. The Ilachi have been driven from the system, and Kuvat is secure once more.
Yes, to friends and foes alike. After today, more allies will join forces with us, along with House Kang and House Korath.
I have received word from my contacts among the Orions and the Gorn. They stand ready to join us when the time comes.
The Free Ilachi will join the fight as well. We desire an end to this conflict, and to the usage of the mycelial weapon.
Tarsem, I would speak with you later about a mycelial matter. For now, however, I believe we all have to prepare for the last campaign. Soon, the time will come to face Jempak and his forces in battle.
Word of our deeds is spreading throughout the Empire. More allies stand ready to fight at our side, but we cannot rest easy. The mad Emperor will retaliate with all the forces he can muster. While it is said that revenge is a dish that is best served cold, we should expect the unexpected from Jimpak. In his madness, he will be unpredictable. In his desperation, he may commit unthinkable acts to avenge his losses. I feel the final days of this war are upon us, but I know from experience that those days can be terrible to face. We can only follow the example of Kalish and fight with honor. Jimpak is trapped on Kronosh, guarded by the few warriors loyal to his cause. Our recent victories have weakened his position and brought many allies to our banner. There will not be a better time to strike. As Kalish once defeated the forces of the tyrant Molor, so shall we put an end to the reign of Jimpak. Join us in the Boreth system as we prepare for glorious and honorable battle. As we stand ready to attack Jimpak, I am reminded of another adversary, Kol of House Kor. Like Jimpak, he craved personal power, to be the single ruler of the Empire. For a time, it seemed that he would succeed, but in the end, his arrogance led to his undoing. Such will be the fate of Jimpak today.
I regret following the orders of such a dishonorable leader. Fortunately, there are others who stand ready to take his place and serve the Empire well. The future holds no place for Jimpak and those like him. The only place for them is Grethor. Jempak ordered the invasion of Gorn space and forced our king to bend the knee. Since then, we have been little more than puppets of the Empire and of Jempak. Today, we will fight for the Empire, not as pawns, but as equals. Today, the puppets will cut the strings!
And then he said, either move, or I'm going to have to place you under arrest. Ah! A Ferengi Starfleet cadet telling 3 Klingon warriors to move. That boy had more courage than 10 of these Nook-Poo surrounding Jimpak. Remember this. Courage comes in all sizes and shapes.
Dahar Master Kang knew this as well. When I was a child, he told me of his glorious adventures. He went into battle with brave and honorable warriors from many worlds. Humans, Trill, even Vulcans.
I do not care what planets they come from. If they are here to knock Jempak from his throne, they are friends of mine. If we are victorious, I will drink with them and sing great songs of glory. And should we die, I will see them in Stovacor, and we will take our place among the honored dead.
There is a human saying, necessity is the mother of invention. After all I have experienced in this war, I have come to realize the profound wisdom in those words. Necessity drove me to create defenses against the tricks of Akar. It has driven us to work with the Alachi on defenses against a weapon that once belonged to us.
It also led to the means to close mycelial rifts and restore the sanity of corrupted Elachi, to turn foes into friends.
I suppose necessity drove us to join the fight against Jempak. Although the chance to make a tidy profit was also a motivating factor. I suspect the Nausicaans, Lethians, and Ferasans felt the necessity of staying loyal to Jempak. Too bad. They're about to learn they're backing the wrong side.
Warriors from many worlds, you stand ready to fight and restore the Empire. It is my honor to go into battle with you. Know this. Today, the forces of Jempak will know defeat!
You know what you must do. Face your enemy, show them your blade, fight well, in the name of Kalis, and for the glory of the Empire!
Remember what you fight for today. All of you, no matter what world you call home, know what it means to be Klingon. If that is in your heart, and the enemy takes your life, today will be a good day to die.
Well said. All hands, report to your stations. We depart for Kronos soon. Dismissed. Before you return to your ship, I will speak to you. Warriors from many worlds.
You know.
Remember what.
Well said. Before you return, a lot is riding on the Alachi and their modifications to this vessel. Do they have your confidence? Your trust? Let us hope so. There is one other matter. A personal request. You were at my side in Grethor. You know of the deal I made to secure Lorel's freedom. I have asked those I trust to fulfill my oath should I fall in battle. I count you among their number. If I die before ending Akar and Jempak, Will you do what must be done to send them both to Grethor? Very well. By your hand or mine, may Akar and Jempak stand before Feklar on this day. The fleet is in position. Beam back to your ship when you are ready to proceed.
The fleet is in position, just outside the range of enemy sensors. Warp and travel to the assigned coordinates. Move your vessel into position when you are ready.
The time draws near. If you are prepared for battle, I will give the order to begin the invasion of Kronos. For honor, for glory, for the Empire! All ships have reported in. We are holding position outside the Praxis debris field. Loyalist forces are moving into defensive positions, as expected.
The last time I saw Praxis, it was the first night of a full moon. Like the Empire, I thought it would last forever. And yet now, the Empire is shattered, like the moon above our homeworld. Indeed, it is our duty, and we will not fail. Attention all hands! The time has come. Begin the assault. For the Empire!
Yes, this is more like it. Hell, get us into knife-fighting range. Tactical, full power to disrupt us. Incoming hostile. For us. for impact!
I told you not to fire at Joula. Was she destroyed?
I cannot tell. Too much interference on sensors.
It worked. Tarsev's device worked.
Once more on the breach. Dear friend. Warriors aboard the Christock. This is Matriarch Joula. You are beaten. Stand down and prepare to be born. Surrender the tyrant Jimpock to me, and you will be shown. Defend him, and you will know death.
There will be no victory for you today, traitors. If I cannot have Kronos, no one will. I will detonate the very weapon that Lorel used to become Chancellor. The homeworld will become the grave of the Klingon Empire. Test me at your peril.
It is called a hydrobomb. A terrorist placed it in the planet's core during the war with the Federation. Some allies acquired the detonator and gave it to me. It allowed me to give the High Council a choice. Accept my leadership, end the war, or face the destruction of Kronos.
He has beamed to the Great Hall and raised defensive shields. He means to dig in, wait for reinforcements, and force us to quit the field. If we push too hard, call his bluff.
I have known Jimpock longer than any of you. I have faced him in battle. I know his heart. Go to him and issue a formal challenge. His pride, his arrogance will not allow him to refuse you. Sometimes the old ways are best. Face the filthy Patak, Joula, and bury your blade in his heart.
Whatever you plan to do, I recommend haste. The IKS Targ is approaching with a fleet at high warp.
Very well. Adetpa, I want you and Cochrane to lead our forces here against Akar and his fleet. I will lead a team to First City and seek to challenge Jimpock there. If that is your wish, I will not deny you.
Remind me to have a word with Adepta, if we survive.
Under the circumstances, this was the closest she could get us to the Great Hall.
I know a path that leads to the proving grounds.
Listen, do you hear? The sounds of battle and bloodthirsty targs. Keep your weapons handy. The enemy is nearby.
Be wary. Around here, we have more than Jimpak's troops to worry about.
They stand to suffer under Jimpak's rule. We may have more allies here than you think.
In the ranks. Now is the time to strike!
Take the loyalists down while they are distracted.
Hold your fire! I am General Marta. Who do you fight for?
We fight to restore the Empire!
The Lady Ja'ula of House Mokai. Truly, it is an honor to meet you. Please, allow me to offer you my personal gratitude.
Gratitude? For what? I do not know you, Orion. What are you talking about?
His name is Usan Vek. He is a notorious pirate. I suspect he's thanking you for all the good business this war has reminded him. He made the mistake of attacking some freighters carrying goods from my house. A mistake he will never make again, if he is wise.
Consider that lesson well learned, General. I have far better uses for my ships than to serve as target practice for the warriors of House Martok. That's a tall order, friend. There isn't much around here that can get past those shields. Fortunately for you, I happen to have something that will, for the right price.
Earlier, you mentioned your gratitude. Provide us with the means to bypass the shielding, and we shall express our gratitude to you in return. Unless you prefer to deal with the Emperor.
I've seen what the Emperor does to Orions, my lady. We have a deal. Not far from here, some associates of mine are guarding a shipment of Tetrion explosives. They will knock that shielding down quite nicely. Though there is a small issue to be dealt with, I'm afraid. My associates recently informed me that their position was in danger of being compromised by Imperial security. And unless you want those Tetrion lovelies in the hands of the Emperor, I'd suggest lending my people a hand. You'll find them at the following coordinates.
I knew Usan Vek to be bold, but running a smuggling operation in the first city? I'm not sure if he is bold or insane.
I suspect the pirate operating the Empire is both.
Talk to him about the explosives.
To check the cargo manifest. There may not be enough here to get the job done.
According to the cargo manifest, all of the Tetrion charges are in here. Is it a problem? What are you trying to do? Tetrion here to blow up a dreadnought. I see. You'll need to hit it at a weak point. Cause enough of a surge to overload the primary emitters and the backup grid. Scanning. Found one. Courtyard side entrance. Not far. It's a narrower approach. Less need to repel firepower of the same magnitude as the front gates.
Very well. Secure the charges and prepare for battle. We must not fail now. The battle is won. Gather the Tetrion charges while you can. Let's go.
Quickly, set the Tetrion charges. charges in place. Now, get to a safe distance and detonate them.
Reinforcements are beaming in. Prepare for battle.
Watch out for their nanocoaster.
Like the wind, I do not respect them. There are many of them asking to dance on my blade. Good.
The Emperor awaits you in the Great Hall!
Face him, if you have the spine for it.
Go. Do what must be done.
Need to return to the Rotarian. Join the fight there. From you, ex-Chancellor, to another. Use it well.
Come! We have business within the Great Hall.
Miss this place, Mother. This is as close as you'll get to being Chancellor again, I'm afraid.
You are blocking my path, lackey. Make way!
Arrogant, misbegotten clone! Janchu! Your path ends here.
You will not save her. Ta'ula will die on the Emperor's blade.
Those force fields are blocking our way. Destroy the emitters in the walls to bring them down.
So many fools, all eager to fight in a burning house. Whoever you are, but you will go no further.
These emitters have shields. Disable them with the tripod, then destroy them.
Time is your true enemy. I have plenty of it, but your Hula has but a few strength where you fail. You will never get past it.
You should have made it your own time, Mary. There is no place for you in my empire.
Delusional old fool! The only place for you is breath! Only nothing!
Come! Jolly Chu!
Adet Pa, we need to block the car's personal transport.
Have you tried shooting him before he could use it?
You know he runs at the first sign of terror attack.
Understood. I can use transport. With that, I can block it. When you transport, scan the area on the left. A few scans will provide.
You are brave, and it is the brave ones who die. Come, Jolly Chu!
Quick, scan his transporter.
Well done. Give me 2 more and I'll suck that dog.
No, it's becoming annoying! Energize!
Quick, scan his transporter signature.
2 scans down. 1 more, and his running days are over.
You still live? Time to do something about it. Initiate transport, immediately!
Quick, scan his transporter signature.
Got it! I locked him out of his own transport. Send him screaming to Gretor, my lady!
There is still fight in you. Still your blood. What have you done?
Oh, there is no escape for you this time, my worm. Give my regards to Fekla!
You cannot win. I will not allow it. You shall never rule. Talk pa, talk back.
Not to be.
They will never follow you.
Jaula! 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 Jaula!
I believe this belongs to you.
No. It is not my destiny. It belongs in your hand, as Chancellor.
Rech Klingon Wochtach Judge!
sword of Kalish. In my time, most believe it was a thing of legend, of myth. I will not dishonor this sacred weapon. Its legacy will not be tarnished by my hand. I swear it.
May it be a reminder in the days to come, as we rebuild what was broken and replace what was lost. A reminder of all that is great within the Empire.
Reforging the Empire will be a challenge, but one worthy of Kalish and all who dwell with him in Stovokor. Fortunately, we are Klingon. We live for such a challenge. 2 weeks have passed since the fall of Jimpak. Our wounds heal. The honored dead have joined their ancestors in Stovokor. Order has returned to the Empire. Rebuilding what was broken or lost has begun. There is more to be done. But first, we will celebrate our hard-fought victory.
There are more like me among the liberated Alachi. Some prefer life within the mycelial network, but others would like to return to their former lives when the time is right. Not at this time. The Alliance has asked me to represent the liberated Alachi. As an ambassador, I will be able to forge a new future for my people, and to protect the sanctity of the mycelial network. Perhaps in the future, I will return to a life among the Romulan people, but for now, my place is with the Alachi.
When I was living a hermit's life on Nimbus 3, I thought I had seen it all. On that, I was greatly mistaken. Civil war within the Empire, the return of Lorel, even a battle with giant cybernetic reptile. Yes, but in the end, he was too clever for his own good. Dealing with his tricks gave me insight on his computer security. With that knowledge, I was able to trap him on Kronos, where he was dealt with once and for all. Well done, by the way.
I, for one, do not recommend running from a wave of mycelial destruction, no matter what age you are. It is not a pleasant experience, I can assure you. Indeed, Grethar holds a number of fools who thought they would be the end of me. There are two, in particular, I'm glad to be rid of on this day. Yes, though I am pleased that their deaths led to Gowron's release from Grethor. Now he resides with Kalis in Stovokor, and I have no doubt Feklar is glad to be rid of him. That wild-eyed schemer was probably well on his way to taking charge of the place when he was released.
Despite a return to stability within the Empire, the Alliance must stand ready to provide assistance in the rebuilding of the Jimpak. The tragedy of Kithamer, or worse, could happen again. Especially if such a tyrant turned their eyes on the Federation or the Republic. Even the Dominion could be threatened by such a ruler.
Much has changed since my first time as Chancellor, and much has remained the same. I am already besieged with requests and calls for favor from many houses, great and small.
Fortunately, I shall have the assistance of the latest torchbearer as we move forward and restore the Empire.
Indeed. As other torchbearers before me, it will be my role to act as an advisor to the Chancellor. And, if necessary, to get my hands dirty where she cannot. It is my intention to serve her and the Empire to the best of my ability. In my time here, we have been adversaries and allies. It has been a strange journey for us both. Without you, the Empire would have been lost. For your role in the conflict,
The event has concluded. You may beam back to your ship at your leisure. Once more, I stand for the Empire as its Chancellor. It is a singular honor, and I will lead by example in the days to come. There is much to be done, but we will meet every challenge and emerge victorious. For we are Klingon! Klingon Mach Tach Judge! You have been an honorable ally, and your name will be remembered in songs and tales forevermore. Glory to you and your house. Kapla!